just wanna dance the night away.
Hi guys, Josh here. In this week's guitar lesson we're going to be checking out the song Dance the Night Away by the Mavericks. This is a 2-chord song, so it is great for beginners. If you like the video, don't forget to click subscribe, click the bell, and you'll be notified every time I upload a video. So let's delve into it. So I'm going to show you 2 ways to play this song. It's a 2-chord song. Okay, so the very first chord is an E major chord, and we play this E major chord with the low open E, and then we'll put our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then tucked behind there on the D string will be our 3rd finger, so that will be the 2nd fret D, and then our 1st finger is going to be placed on the 1st fret of the G string. Okay, and then we're going to strum all the strings for this chord. Okay, and then the 2nd chord is where we can go 2 ways. Okay, the chord in the track is a B7 chord, and to play this B7 chord we will keep our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A, but our 1st finger will move up 1 string to the 1st fret of the D, and then our 3rd finger will have moved down to the 2nd fret of the G string, and then our little finger will play the 2nd fret of the high E string, and then we're going to strum from the A string downwards. Okay, so there's going to be an open B in there as well. So the full chord should sound like this. Okay, so B7 chords, they're used quite a lot in kind of blues and country. So the E to the B7. It's a really cool little progression. Obviously it's a 2-chord progression. Really cool sounding. Okay, but I'd say it's slightly difficult, I think, because you're in this shape for the E, and then you're pretty much moving every single finger except from this middle finger, and then we have to put our little finger on the 2nd fret of the high E. Okay, so it's quite a little change, but what we can do is we can simplify it down, so we can play our E major chord, and then we can play just a B major using a shape bar chord. Okay, so we've got our 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A, and then we are going to bar with our 3rd finger or our little finger, depending on what's strongest for you, on the 4th fret of the D, the G and the B string. Okay, so this time it will sound like so I would say that's probably the easier method, because your fingers are they got more space to move, even though we're moving quite a bit of a distance to this 4th fret. It's just unfolding your hand pretty much, whereas this one's you've got a little bit of space to kind of move your fingers. Okay, so that's an alternative. It's not going to sound quite like the song, but it's in the same ballpark. Okay, so once you've got either one of these methods down, you can pretty much just play along with the song. The strumming pattern's really easy. It's just down, up, just constant. There is another way to play this, and this was really simplified down, is that we could play this E power chords, open low E, 2nd fret A, 2nd fret D in this little bar. Okay, and then we can play a B power chord, a B5 chords. Okay, so that's exactly the same as a B major, we're just not playing this B string. Okay, so we're just playing the A, the D and the G. Again, if you're a beginner, that's perfectly okay way to play this song. I would just recommend you maybe start off with this and then gradually you get to the B5 chords because that's going to sound spot on to the track. Okay, so the strumming pattern, it's just strict down, up, down, up. Okay, but there is a slight difference, okay? There's accents, so if you listen to the track, it will be. There's an accent, so it just pushes a little bit harder. It's a really good habit to get into. If you can start doing these accents, it really gives even the simplest chord progressions like this a bit of character, and it makes it quite melodic as well. So it's something that's really good to start practicing now, and it'll hold you in good stead for lots of other songs as well, and also your improvisation when playing guitar. So that is pretty much the song. It is 2 chords. You can play it in 3 different ways: down, up, down, strumming pattern, a couple of accents, and you're good to go. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I will catch you next week.